what role, and I know Henry and I, we talked about this a while ago, what role do kind of, or do they even play a role nowadays? What role do kind of like organizations like the NAACP, Urban, because they're a part of this too, but they
Mackenzie,
don't
where's that
feel like
laugh you
they're
do? You know that laugh you do? This
Don't
is
laugh at that. Why would you laugh at that?
a great time for that laugh because
no.
I feel like it's just a
We
PR
on 10
stunt at
today.
this point. What has the NAACP done since Thurgood Marshall's reign of suing everybody?
Okay, all right. We can
You
we
know what?
can
I will say for the NAACP, they still support funding for like finding people scholarships, funding for small business grants. Like I will say, like, okay, when we talk about politics, yes, but I do think that those type of organizations are necessary for like being a
for
hub
sure.
for scholarships. I remember going to their website when I was applying to college and applying for scholarships. I know that they do a lot with small businesses, but so yeah, I mean,
I
Are
think
they?
they need to I think they need to play a role in the storytelling. I don't know how that exists nowadays. Um, but I
what
do think like no, go ahead. What? Ask your question. I'm actually curious. You might actually inform what I say.
The National Association of Colored People.
For the advancement of colored people. There are
What
two
is
A's. There
that's
are
that's
two
that's
A's.
how you
and,
know how
and that's why and, and that's why
that's how
that's
you know they not doing their job.
no, that means that you don't know what you're talking about. That's what it is.
Shout out to the NACP.
Yeah.
Or rather, I do think they need to play a role in the storytelling. And like
I
I don't
feel like
rather
they have they are the capacity to do it.
no,
They have the
I exactly
capacity
do.
to do it. Now,
I
are
exactly
they doing it and taking a charge? Why aren't they what is it, filibustering or have lobbyists out there pushing certain bills and protecting certain black rights? And I'm sure they
I mean,
do.
I think it's like even like levels beyond that. It's like why is there no, and I think this gets to like a conversation that we always have, like why isn't there our version of any type of actual content that deals with these issues solely for Black people? Like if you want to kind of understand Black politics, you either got to go to Mark Lamont Hill, who for some reason is on Joe Budden now, which is a whole nother thing, or you got to go to what's bruh name, Roland, or you got to go to Roland Martin. Like it's one of those two people, but like who are the other people who are kind of like in the space? The NAACP should actually actively be like finding young people who want to talk about this, like us, for example. Just throwing that out there. But
Maybe
like,
they
why
should be
aren't you
a
investing in
sponsor
that?
of this podcast. Like that's what I'm saying. Why aren't they pushing those type of media bites and incentives and initiatives when we
I would
talk
agree.
about in that voice? Like they literally, that's what they should be doing. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's
Well,
what
they
they.
just had the award show. Did y'all watch the award show?
You want to be this media company.
No, I didn't. Was it on TV?
I believe so. They had a lot of people like Kiki Palmer won the and they honored Vice President. Let's talk about that actually. Cuz that actually kind of pissed me off. Maybe I'm just complaining, but like again, the optics. Why are we like to me
That's like
it
giving someone
made
the
the
Lifetime Achievement
award.
Award when they did.
Yeah, she lost. Thank you here, girl. I know you did your best. Here, you're a winner to us.
She was a real one.
Like I saw that and I was
That's
just
like pick like okay, awesome. Like when you talk about messaging directly to black people, I don't know if it comes on live or not, but like if it's not on TV, I think it come on TV one if I'm not mistaken. But Kathy Hughes, what you doing? Why that's not live? Um, Point in case, I do think more big name celebrities are showing up or important faces are showing up, and we need that black space. And at least this is controlled by a black hand.
Or rather, and I think this is an indict this is I think reflective of the entire thing. It makes actually to me no sense why Essence does not have some type of YouTube only digital show in this space. I cannot functionally understand that.
they need me. And it's so crazy that you said that though, because I have been looking. I went to Essence, I went to Ebony YouTube page.
Makes
Um,
no zero sense.
Nothing. Because why aren't, but I mean, that all once again always comes down to funding and you have to fund talent.
Or I mean, I think it comes down to funding, but also like yes, it is funding, but I think solely within these black spaces, if you see a need, I don't know how you don't see the need or how you don't think something like that is from I mean, and you tell me from like a production space, you're filling a void that's just empty. Like fill the
I agree.
space. Like
I
you
agree
would be the
because like,
first. like,
yeah.
like no one else is in there. Like
Mhm.
go. It's like
And
I
it's
don't,
like, I
it's
think
not
the
a
thing
crowded
is,
space.
it's not a crowded space. And I think just like when I look at work, like a lot of magazine brands like Vogue has the get ready with me in 5 minutes. And
Hmm.
I feel like Kamala did that. Then you have Architecture
Yeah.
Digest come in with me and just like those, even though those aren't political or whatever, but there is room for the Black owned media brands to have a space on YouTube, to have a consistent podcast, to have that. What is another? The only thing I could assume is money, but there really is a space for them to do these things while they
But
aren't doing
even
their
then, especially with YouTube and the way content creators are now, you're not really having to sacrifice a lot of overhead costs. It doesn't really cost that much production if you're doing it all digital anyway. You barely need a studio now. It's just, to me, a lot of it is like if you wanted to do a choice, if you wanted to do it, you could do it. Like
yeah,
BET,
yeah.
they should do it, but like I'll give them different considerations given that they actually have to fund the studio, they actually have to hire the cameras. Like that's a different consideration. If this is just insert, like for example, we know her, Henry Maya. Like, hey, someone should get her like the black reporter covering politics in the South. Like, she would be a great person to just be like, here are 5 things every week that's happening. like FYI. Like that doesn't cost that much.